in-person summit in 2 years. And as we can see from the visuals on your screen, the leaders of the wealthiest nations in the world are arriving. French President Emmanuel Macron, US President Joe Biden, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, among others, have arrived in Cornwall in the United Kingdom for the G7 summit. And UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and wife Carrie Johnson will be welcoming all the leaders, as we can see. As we can see from the visuals coming from Cornwall, that they are all practicing social distancing as they gear up for a photo opportunity. We can see German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President Emmanuel Macron, Boris Johnson. The G7 summit this year is being hosted by the United Kingdom in the picturesque county of Cornwall in the United Kingdom. And all the world leaders have arrived at the destination of the G7 summit. The leaders of the world's largest economies are present at this summit, and they have gathered at the Carbis Bay Resort. The G7 represents the world's major economies, that is Britain, France, Germany, the US, Italy, Japan and Canada. And then in the next couple of minutes, we will bring you up to date with all that is happening and unfolding in Cornwall at this summit. The summit is taking place in the resort of Carbis Bay, located in the southwest of England in Cornwall in the United Kingdom. And just yesterday, the US President and the UK Prime Minister met ahead of the summit. And the camaraderie between the two leaders was visible in the visuals coming in, reaffirming the special relationship between Washington and London.
Great. Thank you very much.
And from today, it will be 3 straight days of diplomacy. The G7 nation leaders huddled together in the English seaside town, charting out the path for new policies and discussing common adversaries. Vaccinations, of course, are high on the agenda, as is climate change and ways to tackle the pandemic going forward. Also on the agenda will be discussions surrounding common adversaries such as Russia and China. Once again, these are visuals coming from Cornwall in the UK, where the leaders of the wealthiest nation, the G7, have arrived in Cornwall in the UK. Remember, this G7 comes at a time when the coronavirus pandemic has led to massive loss of jobs, and economies are now trying to bounce back and ward off the damage that has been caused by the pandemic over the last 2 years.
Another issue will be how to restart the world economy. I am happy that the American president is present here. Being able to meet Joe Biden for the first time is obviously important because he stands for the commitment to multilateralism, which we were missing in recent years. We will find strong words here in support of values based on multilateralism, which will lead to a dispute with Russia and in some aspects also with China.
Now, earlier today, Ursula von der Leyen had mentioned a meeting with the EU G7 leaders, and it looks like that is what French President Emmanuel Macron has been tweeting about. The French president posted a picture of the pre-summit EU caucus, stressing on European unity. Boris Johnson was seen welcoming all the world leaders, as we just saw, greeting them with a coronavirus-safe elbow bump ahead of the summit in Carbis Bay. And today, the leaders and their partners travel to the Eden Project, a series of biodomes that create a rainforest environment. And here they will attend a reception with Queen Elizabeth and the rest of the royal family. And on the menu for dinner is some locally caught roasted turbot with Cornish new potatoes. And for dessert, the world leaders will enjoy some strawberry pavlova and other petit fours.